Hi, everyone. I'm Zach Stewart, Natural Resources Specialist with Douglas County, Wisconsin, and I'm here today to talk to you about the spiny water flea and how we can stop its spread to Wisconsin lakes. This is the spiny water flea. Its Latin name is Bithotrephes longimanus. It is a zooplankton or an invertebrate animal, and it has this long, pronounced tail spine that you can see in the photograph on the right. Once a spiny water flea invades one of our lakes and establishes itself, it cannot be easily eradicated. So we must stop spiny or prevent the spread of spiny water fleas into new lakes. Its weakness is that it can't travel very far independently. So how did it get here in the first place? Well, the spiny water flea was brought to the Great Lakes area from Eurasia on transatlantic shipping vessels in their ballast water. It was first detected in 1982 in Lake Ontario, but now it's spread to all 5 of the Great Lakes. It's a harmful invasive species, and it's listed as prohibited on Wisconsin's NR40 list of invasive species. It can move in a few different ways. One is when people accidentally move water from one lake to another. It can also snag against fishing lines, like in this picture, and be transported on our equipment. And finally, the spiny water flea can produce resting eggs, which lie in the mud at the bottom of the lake. So if we accidentally move mud on our boots or our anchors from one lake to another, it could bring spiny water fleas with it. So to prevent their spread, we need to clean, drain, and dry our boats and equipment before moving to a new lake. Why do we care so much about preventing the spread of spiny water fleas? Well, they can have some really negative effects on lakes once they get in there. I'll remind you that they're predators, so they actually eat our native zooplankton and reduce their biomass. This can alter the biodiversity profile in our lake and disrupt our native food webs. This will cause reduced water clarity and can also damage the fishery. In fact, research from Minnesota shows that walleyes tend to be smaller and less abundant in lakes that are infested with spiny water fleas as compared to pristine lakes. Why do spiny water fleas have these effects on a lake? Well, to answer that question, I have to introduce you to our native zooplankton. This is a Adaphnia species. You can see it's round and soft, and it has this relatively modest sized tail spine. And I like to imagine that in the eyes of a hungry walleye, who do eat zooplankton during their first year of life, Adaphnia might look something like this, a juicy meal with a small spine that can probably be dealt with. Now compare that to the invasive spiny water flea. It has a much larger tail spine that can be damaging and difficult to consume. I imagine that this looks much less appealing, perhaps something like this. Not a very appealing meal for a walleye. So what can we do about it? Well, this year, with support from many partners, I'm launching the Stop Spiny campaign for preventing the spread of spiny water fleas in northern Wisconsin. The goal is to stop the secondary spread of spiny water fleas from the Great Lakes into our inland waters. And there's 4 key activities in the project. The first one are educational, science-focused presentations for the public. The second activity is media outreach, both through social media and print media. The third is distributing Stop Spiny cleaning cloths that will help anglers clean equipment before they move to a new lake. And the last is specifically targeted Clean Boats, Clean Waters training modules for our Clean Boats, Clean Waters inspectors. In summary, remember to clean, drain, and dry your own equipment. Get out there and share the Stop Spiny message. Reach out to me if you'd like to get involved. And if we work together and take these actions, we can keep our lakes healthy, and we can keep them full of these instead of these. Thank you very much for listening today, and a big thank you to all our colleagues and partners listed right here. Without their support, this work would not be possible.